Hello guys, Chris here again from Wrath of Cause, and in this video I'm basically going to be showing you, I'm going to be previewing a few set 2 cards, what I've got so far, a little bit of update, as well as go through some of, if you've not already noticed, that the card layout's a little bit improved since GV, which was set 1. So as you can see on screen, we've got a new card here. Hopefully you can see this mouse. And so yeah, this is a new card. It's called Rolling Fire. So the name's up here at the top. In the top right corner you've got the card's rarity. So in this case this is going to be an uncommon. Now we also have common, rare and royalty rare. Royalty rare is like legendary. Just underneath here you've got a bit of lore. This is different for every card. And then to the left of the lore you've got this new graph. It's like little diamonds going across, and this is basically the price. This is the price you've got to pay to get that card out. So let me just zoom in a little bit. So you see here you've got three diamonds which are coloured in red, and then the rest are see-through. So this means that this card is going to cost 3 red elements to get out into play, and basically any of these see-through diamonds you just ignore. So the maximum price for a card you would ever pay in a game is going to be 7, but it's very rare that you actually have to pay a full 7 to get a card out, unless it's something like, for example, Alto from set 1. So let's just zoom back out a little bit. You've got the artwork at the background, and as previously, this game is still going to be full art based cards. And then this red box here is the same. This is the extra ability box. So not every card has this red box. The red box basically means when something happens in game, you get to do something extra. So like for example, let's see if I can find another unit. So for example, you've got this one. This doesn't have a red box, so it doesn't have an extra ability. But this Rolling Fire does. Now the text on this extra ability is exactly the same as how it was in GVE Part 1, so the wording is completely the same. So Death deals 300 damage directly to the enemy core. So basically, when this unit dies, it deals 300 damage directly to the enemy core. Underneath here now you've got the ability box, the normal ability box, or the battle rolls, or whatever you want to call it. And this is basically exactly the same as GVE. So if you roll a 1 to a 2, the unit misses. If you roll a 3 to a 6, the unit will hit in combat. A new little feature, which was not implemented in GVE set 1, is that this box, the ability box, the normal one, is slightly tinted to the same colour as the rarity of the card. So for example, because an uncommon is a brown, then the edges of this text box are going to be brown. So the same will go for rare and royalty rare. So because rare is a gold background, then the edges of this box will be gold, and the royalty rare will be blue on the edges. So let me just try and find something a little bit different without spoiling too much. We have got this one here. So we've got Sciasanth, the beauty. So as you can see, she's a rare, and then the edges of her text box is gold as well, because it matches the rarity. Then underneath, now the attack and the HP boxes have been altered, so they're not like oval shaped anymore. They're square. They look a lot more tidier and a lot more modern. The card type at the bottom with units, it's basically got the species, but every other card, for example weapons and action cards, will be replaced with that. So if you've got a unit which is a human, it'll say human, or you've got a dragon, it'll say dragon. In this case it's an elemental creature. And any other card types like actions, that will just replace that little bit in the bottom there. And then finally at the bottom we've got the set, what this has come from. So this is going to be from set 2 in 2018. This number here is the card number, where at the moment I have got 74 cards complete, and there's about another 8 more saved on my computer, and then any more what I draw up after that. And then in the corner here we've got the credits. Basically this is like the artwork, who created the artwork. If anyone else ever makes any more artwork for Wrath of Cause, this is where your name will appear. So yeah, that is basically the new layout for set 2 cards. So I'm going to just show you a few more cards for set 2 before coming to the end of this video. And let's see what we've got. So I'm just going to pick out a couple of random ones. I've not really planned this in advance. So let's get a common out of the way first. So we've got Water Crocodile. This one is only available in booster packs. So you can see it's a common. It costs 3 blue elements to get out into play. Its extra ability here says enter, so when it enters play, if this unit is placed on a blue terrain, you burrow it, so basically you turn it upside down and it can't be targeted until your next turn. Miss, hit on a 2 to 5, on a 6 it hits and it also gets an extra 100 HP. Card 54, 400 attack, 300 HP. Let's see what else we've got. Blacksmiths Daughter, so this is another common. Costs 2 black and 1 red element. She's a human unit with an attack power 300, HP of 300, card 63. Misses on a roll 1 or a 2, hits on a 3 to 5, and then on a 6 she hits. You may play a weapon card from your hand with a play cost of 3 or less for free. So if you're going to be utilising this card in a deck, make sure you've put a couple of extra weapons into your deck. Moving on to another uncommon card now. We've got Vengeful Warrior. She is an uncommon. She costs a white and 2 red to get out into play. She's a human, 300 attack, 400 HP, card 58, misses on a 1. 2 to a 5 she hits, 6 hit, this unit gains a 100 attack this battle, so for 3 elements she can become a 400 unit, which is pretty cool. Gemstones. We do have a few extra gemstones here. This is a relic and it's an amethyst gemstone, uncommon. It costs 2 black elements. I don't know if you can see that so well. 2 black elements in the top left corner there. It's a relic, so it basically attaches to a terrain card you've got in play. The terrain on this stack generates an additional black element each turn. So this is good if you're struggling to get extra black elements out for more powerful cards. As a side note, because this is like a temporary element, it is discarded at the end of your turn and then it generates again at the beginning of your next turn. That's how temporary elements work. We've got Flame Blade here. This was up on YouTube a couple of weeks ago. So it's a common, 2 red elements to get it out. It's a weapon. Unit gains 100 attack. If a unit is red, it gains 200 attack instead. So obviously it makes sense to put this onto a red unit. Then we have got Chillin Ghost. This is an uncommon. This is a unit what is found in one of the pre-constructed decks coming with set 2. It costs 3 blue elements to get out into play. When it enters, you get to burrow any one unit that is currently in play. So the cool thing is you can target the enemy units with this ability, or you could just burrow one of your own to keep it safe. Misses on a 1 to 2 and then hits on a 3 to 6, 400 attack and 400 HP. Let's see what else we have got. So this is a rare card, Heavy Ballista, 3 white and 2 black. Rare in the corner, which is gold. It's a ranged unit, so for those of you who don't know what ranged means, it basically means it deals its damage before all other non-ranged units. 800 attack, 400 HP, misses on a 1 to 2, hits on a 3 to 5, 6 hit, destroy any weapon or relic in play. It's a siege unit and it's only card number 14. I can show you Syasanth. This is a unit which is in one of the pre-constructed decks. It's a human unit which costs 3 white elements to get into play. 400, card number 8. As a static ability, all your other units in play get an extra 100 health. Misses on a 1, hits on a 2 to a 6. Core of Frost. So this is the new layout for a core. I say that it was actually changed with GVE. It's a core. It's got 7,500 health. Whenever a blue unit enters play, you can charge. and for the price of 4 charges, any one unit in play has a base attack power of 0 and cannot attack or defend until your next turn. That's a very nice core. That's going to be a booster specific core, that one. This is how the new terrain will look. They're pretty basic compared to the units. It just shows you here that you generate 1 white element every turn, and then white units on this terrain get 100 HP. Walltop Scout, booster specific unit, common, a red, white and black element to play. When she enters, your opponent shows you 2 cards from their hand. Misses on a 1 and a 2, hits on a 3 to 5, and on a 6, she hits and you get to look at a random card in your opponent's hand, and it's a 300 attack, 300 HP unit. Born in Flames, 1 red element, it's a rare action card. You may use only red elements to pay for the cost of your next unit this turn. So basically you can use just red. If you've got a mono red deck and you've got a unit in your hand which costs, for whatever reason, costs different coloured elements, you can pay an extra red and then just pay the rest of the card's cost with red elements, which is pretty cool. A booster specific Kryllizian, common, 2 blue. When it dies, you may play a Kryllizian from your hand with a play cost of 2 or less for free. Misses on a 1, hits on the rest. Attack power of 300, HP of 300. Pardon me. So yeah, Kryllizians are definitely going to be coming back. Healing Mage, uncommon unit, costs 2 white and 2 green. When she enters, you recover 500 health to your core. Now, this is quite an interesting unit because if you roll a 1 or a 2, she misses, but she also recovers 100 HP to your core, so it's like she's resting. 3 to a 5 is a hit, 6 is a hit, and prevent the next 300 damage that would be dealt to a unit in play this turn. So not this unit, but any unit you like, which is pretty cool. 300 attack and 400 HP. And I think finally we've got another unit, a rare one, which is a booster specific, probably one of my favourite pieces of art, called the Ranger Assassin. She costs a black, a white, and then 2 hybrid black or whites. Rare, ranged unit, 1 to 5 she hits, so she does not miss. 6, hit, instant killer unit with a play cost of 1 or less. Attack power of 400, HP of 500, and she's card 57. So yeah, this is basically everything I'm going to be showing for the time being. If you're interested in what the set name for set 2 is going to be, it's going to be called War Against Elements. That's what WAE stands for in the bottom left corner here. And basically there's a bit of a storyline to it, but not a great deal. And basically after the end of set 1, which was GVE and also died, all manners of elemental shenanigans happened, and they were basically taking on like a life form amongst themselves. So then you've got the humans, which are trying to defend themselves from these elemental monsters. So yeah, guys, obviously there's plenty more cards to come. I don't really want to spoil any more, but there is a lot of more cards coming. There's going to be more cards in this set than what there was in set 1 of GVE. Because like I said, at the moment I'm on 74 complete cards. I've got another 8 cards coming, and then I need to do a bit more drawing and get that up. Hopefully then, once I've got all the packaging complete, it will be up on the Game Crafter in, well, I'm hoping within the next couple of months. Hopefully by 2 months or something. There is one more card actually I want to show you before the end of this video, and basically I drew this up and it looks very similar to a certain other homemade TCG's card. If you can guess what card it is, then you get bonus cookies, but this is basically it. Gigantic Old Stone Being, common, costs 2 blue and 3 green. Lore, this is not a dig. You can destroy it to generate 2 green elements. Misses on a 1, 2 to a 5 it hits, and a 6 hit. This unit gets plus 100 HP for the rest of this turn. Base power 500, 500, so if you roll a 6 it becomes 500, 600, and it's only card number 36. So yeah, bonus points if you can guess what this is not a dig at. Alright guys, so thanks a lot for watching, and this is going to be this week's video. I hope to see you, hope to speak to you in the comment section down below. I'll see you later. Toodaloo.